Hey everyone, it's me, Doomlink, and welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. It is currently part 11 for my Let's Play, and it is also the 1st of December 2017 as I am recording this. Now, funnily enough, the last time that you saw me, well technically at the very least, at least when I was last recording this game, it was March of 2017. It is currently December, as I mentioned, so quite a bit of time has passed since you have last seen me. Why is that, you ask? Well, a few things have happened. I pretty much continued on with the Let's Play after part 10, normally, and it just took me a really long time to start working on that stuff, and when I did actually start working on it, I did about 30 to 35 parts in total for the Let's Play. I realised that a lot of the audio recordings that I had done were just not up to par, and unfortunately they were really long recordings as well, so they encompassed so many parts, and because it's been so long since I recorded, in general, because this is a part in the game, I suppose, considering it is a really long game, this is a part in the game where I can actually delete everything and start again, and continue from part 11, which is up to the point where I have uploaded, of course. You know, I may as well do it, and I'm telling you, I was not going to do some post-commentary crap for all of those parts, because, put it this way, there was no chance of me keeping the original commentary, so it would have either been what's happening now, or just post-commentary, and I do believe that you guys would prefer live commentary to 20 to 25 parts of post-commentary. But anyway, I think what I need to do here, actually, is drop one of my bows, is that right? Yes, I do. I should have dropped the one that's about to break, but anyway, this chest, of course, houses a soldier's bow. I'm pretty sure you guys already saw this in the previous video, but yeah, I more or less am up to the point where I was, or where I had left you off last time. I'm pretty sure that I went ahead and died right over by that skull. I died to this weapon here, which is the spiked bokeh club, which the blue guy is holding. It's really quite damaging for me at this stage, given my very low armor rating. But anyway, one thing that has changed since I was last recording at the very least is the fact that I'm using the Wii U Pro controller now, which, as some of you may or may not be aware, I did actually buy the Wii U Pro controller for my Wind Waker HD Let's Play because, you know, you could only see half the game on the television, the other half was on the gamepad, so in using the Wii U Pro controller, I was able to display all of it on the television, therefore you were able to see all of it. And yeah, now that we do have the 4 spirit orbs, you see, before when we went to this shrine and tried to pray, it was just like, oh, what is it? The goddess statue is smiling down upon you, or something like that. But now that we do have these spirit orbs, she can offer us great power. I'm pretty sure you saw this in the previous video as well, but we're doing it again so you don't forget. Aren't I just a nice guy? But yes, a stamina vessel is what we are going to be getting here, as opposed to a heart container. Quite honestly, I think that that will continue until I get a full additional stamina wheel. That's what I did before. Sorry guys, got interrupted. But yeah, if you do want to see more of my original save game, I suppose you could say, I did indeed record an update video for the 30th of November, which of course was yesterday, where I do actually show off that save file before deleting it. I didn't delete it on camera, but yeah, I did go ahead and delete that, and I spent yesterday afternoon / night and this morning playing up to this point. It takes about maybe an hour and a half to get up to this point, I would say. I went through it pretty slowly before it encompassed 10 parts, simply because I was doing it blind. Keep in mind that I have not played probably even half of this game. I've probably played about a 10th of this game, I would say, if even that. I don't even think I've played a 10th of this game's content, so therefore, yeah, it's still going to be pretty much a blind Let's Play. It's just there's going to be a little bit of stuff going on that I'm going to be familiar with. I think I went through this section, and this section, possibly, in that recording. Maybe this section as well, but nothing else, and I know nothing else about what's going on in the game. So, yeah, there is still plenty of blind Doomlink to be experienced on your end, so, yeah, look forward to that. But at this stage, yes, it is no longer entirely blind. Now, I think I do have this ability. Now, let me try and work this out. I believe that there is something. Here we go. If I press X, it shows me Hero's Path Mode. Now, this shows me everywhere I have actually been in this place. So this is actually a really good way to see whether or not you've been to a location, because of course when you do go to one of these towers here, and it's not giving me the option to show you it, it's the Great Plateau Tower, of course that will just automatically discover the entire sector. It has nothing to do with how much you've actually explored as far as what's being discovered, it will just show the entire map section. So therefore, when you have Heroes Path mode here, which I believe was added later, I don't believe that this was something that existed when I first was playing the game, because you see, when I came into the game here, after a long time of not having played it, they gave me an update, which was frickin', how much was it? 350 megabytes or something worth of an update. And that's a lot when you have an 8GB Wii U, which, funnily enough, only has 3GB of usable space. I couldn't even update, so I had to do some funky stuff. I had to move over all of my game data to an external USB drive, including this game, so that I could even download that update. So, yeah, but anyway, I have a feeling that that has something to do with the update. You know, maybe it included Heroes... Was it Heroes Path mode? Yeah, that's right. So that's, once again, as I was saying, a really great mode. You can see everywhere I have gone. I'm not going anywhere that you haven't seen, long story short. You can see everything, and that is where I last died, and that was actually because I went into the River of the Dead and died, very ironically. But, of course, I say that. I say it's ironic sarcastically, but anyway, isn't that nice? Irony and sarcasm... The sarcastic irony, that has to be the most awful combination in the world. But anyway, what I'm going to do pretty much is just head around here, maybe just around this side, because there is a cave going on around here. I don't know if I... No, that's right, I did do that in one of the previous videos, maybe part 8 or part 9, but I haven't actually done it in this save game, so you're going to have to forgive me for that. But at the very least, I am going to explore just over this way so you guys can see it. Just so you can, more or less, not miss out on anything in this sector, because I think you guys might appreciate that. I haven't gone through there for a long time as well. Keep in mind, the last time that I was actually recording for this game was in May, not in March, but rather May, because I did record quite a lot of this game. So yeah, there was plenty of recording going on during the month of April, and I think it did extend into very early May, and that was... You know, I did have a period of time where I wasn't really playing the game very much. I did an update in April, I think, of the game. Maybe I didn't continue into May. I thought that I read that one of my audio recordings was recorded in May, but it's possible that I only exported it as a WAV file, or WAV file. It's actually WAV. It's just WAV for short. But WAV. But, you know, that's just one of the things that I say in my head, I suppose. But... Anyway, yeah, I must have exported it in May, but I probably recorded it in April. Long story short, yeah, I haven't recorded for a long time, so this is still kind of new for me as well. I really shouldn't be attacking this guy's shield, because that is going to reduce the durability of my weapon. I have a feeling that I went through here in part 9, but yeah, once again, you're going to have to excuse me for that. There's going to be a very, very small amount of repeated content here. It's not going to be much at all. And if you guys have a problem with that, then, you know, I'm sorry. There's going to be like one part out of maybe 80 or more. I really can't tell you how long this game is going to be. Was that? Wow, that was really cool. I haven't done that before, I don't think. You know, actually sneaking up on an enemy and stabbing them like that. That's quite interesting. I don't even know how I managed to achieve a sneak at that point, because I thought I was very much within that guy's sights, but he's obviously not paying attention. There's a single arrow on the ground there as well. But anyway, as I was saying, you know, I don't actually know how long this Let's Play is going to continue on for. I really have no way of knowing, simply because it's just... I haven't looked online at all about this game. The only knowledge that I have of this game is what I have physically played through, and just based on the map purely, you know, based on only the map size, I can guess that I've probably played a very small percentage of this game, so therefore I know only a very small percentage of what this game has to offer. Therefore, I can't really give you a legitimate estimate as to how long this Let's Play is going to continue along for. So, yeah, continue along for. That's an interesting way to describe that. But anyway, yeah, so once again, if we use Heroes Path mode here, we can see that this is the path that we've been travelling. We did a little bit of a crazy maneuver here, but then I think we can... If we... It looks almost... If you can see there's like a bar at the bottom here, it's almost... Oh shit, did I reset it? Fuck! I accidentally reset it. Oh no, I'm playing it. Here we go. So, cool. I can actually play it here, and it shows me from the very beginning of the game where I have gone. And then I died there. Then after that, you can see all of my deaths. And then I died there again, I suppose. Shit. I feel very... and then I died again. This is really good. You guys can see all of my awful play. I don't remember dying 3 times in that area, but obviously I did die 3 times in that area. That's me actually climbing the thing manually when I could have just, warped to it. And you can just see pretty much the entire process. At this stage, actually, what I was doing was getting the meat for the warm doublet. Or doublé, I don't really know how to pronounce that. It's not a word that I'm familiar with. But basically, at this point, I went around there and then died going to the fucking river. And then I ended up back here. That's right, I loaded a save back to this point. And then I went to the top of Mount Hylia so that I could get the warm doublet in another way. Then I went to that shrine, and now I'm just going around here and heading to this shrine. And then, long story short, yeah, you get the idea. So I think I can skip ahead here. And, can I go up to the present time? Yeah, there you go. Anyway, I would rather not do that again, because if that shows all of my progress through the entirety of the game, I don't exactly want to be going to the start and then I'm stuck playing that for the entire thing. Like, even skipping through that would take some time, so I would rather not do that again by accident. But anyway, how long have we been recording? We're about halfway through the recording at the moment, so yeah, we will just continue around the Hopper Pond area, I suppose, just to see if there is anything of interest. I really can't remember personally. At the very least, there was that chest over there that I did get in, I think, not the previous video, but the one before it. And, seems that there is another chest here as well. I don't know if I got this in a previous video or not. I haven't seen the previous recordings for a long time, so you'll have to excuse me in my poor memory of those recordings. I have a general idea, but not really clear memory of it. But, yeah, at the very least, I have managed to warm up while playing the game very recently. Of course, over the last day and a half, I have been playing the game, and, that has served as a sufficient warm-up, and I did really need a warm-up, considering that I hadn't played the game for so long. Yeah, my throwing spear is badly damaged, and I think I got a Traveler's Spear, didn't I? No, I must have broken that already. I got that from one of the shrines that I went through. Pretty much my philosophy when going through this game and using so many different weapons, at first I wasn't really a huge fan of that weapons deal where you have to constantly be changing weapons. I'm sure that in the previous videos I did kind of mention that as I was going through the game for the first time. I really wasn't too much a fan of constantly having to change weapons all the time, but at this stage I'm kind of used to it. So pretty much what I'm doing is always using my weakest weapon first. Unless it's just so unreasonably weak that I can't afford to use it, I'm going to use it. So, yeah, that's pretty much the scenario. If it's just so weak that I would be severely disadvantaged, I won't bother, but if it's alright, I will use my weakest weapon. And if it's seriously that useless, then I'll just drop it, It's not a problem at all. Anyway, we have defeated all the enemies in this area, and we now have a chest available. So we will go and pick up this stuff. If I could possibly speak. But anyway, I was about to say that I am actually getting some pretty poor frame rate going on here. I don't know why. It's just in this general area, I suppose there is some kind of strange frame rate issue going on. Once again, things like Opal and Amber, I believe, are used for weapon upgrades, possibly, or just for things to buy in general. I really don't know, to be honest with you, which is why this is still, in a way, a blind Let's Play. There are still so many aspects to this game that I don't know about yet, even though I've recorded something like 30 parts for the previous version of the Let's Play. This is a new version of the Let's Play, but it will include the first episodes of the first version, of course, as you are aware. Getting some case stuff here. I did end up actually getting so many rupees. I finished on about 4,200 rupees, something like that, in the previous save that I had. Simply because, collecting all of these monster parts, honestly, you just don't have any use for them, so you just sell them, and you get so many rupees for it. That's pretty much how my rupees have been going lately. Or at least, in the past, that's just how it goes, And I'm pretty much breaking all of my equipment here. Pretty much, the best thing to do is find a consistent source of weapon types, and then you can just get multiple of the same weapon. And then you don't really have to worry about being completely without a weapon, or without a decent weapon at the very least, to use, because if you keep fighting the same enemies constantly, and you keep picking up the same weapon, and it's a good weapon type, you're going to be pretty well off. What was that on the ground? It was just some crap, wasn't it? Yeah, lots of crap on the ground at the moment. I'm not going to use the bokeh clubs, so yeah, I'll just leave them alone for now. I will soon be continuing into an area with some pretty powerful clubs, things more along this sort of attack rating, so I won't really have to worry about these bokeh clubs. I'm sure what I currently have here at the moment is going to be sufficient. So I'm seeing this sparkling thing here, I just had to pick it up. It was bothering me a bit. Here's some more sparkling. Oh, here we go. I was thinking that it was more arrows, but no. Here we go, an arrow there. Seriously, if there's an item nearby, there's a lot of sparkling to show you that there's an item nearby, so you don't really have to worry about missing anything, I don't think. Don't really know what's going on through here. I'll once again check Hero's Path mode just so we can see where we've gone. I'll probably continue around here, and then once I link back up to this spot, get it, link, I will continue on into the next section, following our objective, which is over this way. It's a very far away objective if you consider it, but if you can think about it, if you can consider it, those were two things that I was wanting to say, and I wasn't too sure what I wanted to say until I made an executive decision in my mind. But yeah, I ended up going in a circle there, which was nice and fun. Going to maybe head over in this direction. If I can... Nah, seems that is way too high up. So you know what, I think we have more or less discovered enough of this world so far. Or this section, not this world, I mean... yeah, you see all of this? I think we've discovered enough. You see this little bit here? That's all we need. Anyway, don't worry about me. Of course, we did get the glider from the old man, who I suppose... What's his name again? So, Rhoda something, I don't know. It's not Daphnis No Handsome Hyrule. He's a different guy from a different time, with a different daughter named Zelda. They have interesting traditions, these people. What's this? Blue Nightshade. Okay, good to know. And of course, there is a good supply of apples in these trees, and apples heal you for half a heart, I believe. Speaking of hearts, I probably should go and consume an apple right now. There you go. Alrighty. So pretty much at this stage, when we do have the paraglider, I believe it's called, or just the glider, what is it referred to as? It is the paraglider. We can leave this plateau, because the idea is that we are so high up at this stage that if we attempt to fall, we're just going to die. That's just how it is. So we can't actually leave this particular section. It is indeed a high plateau in the mountainous regions, but once we do have the paraglider, we can go in any direction we want, seriously. But the best idea is ultimately to follow the main story objective, and that's what I'm going to be doing. Not even, you know, of course I do have the option of not doing that because I have already done it once before, so maybe it would be more fun for a blind Let's Play to just go in some random direction, but I honestly don't know if the game would allow it. I really don't know how far in the opposite direction to that of the main quest objective I can go before the game's just like, nah, maybe you should start going towards the main objective now. I really don't know, but anyway, I may as well jump down here, because I usually jump down a little bit further. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that all we need to do is press the X button, and we start paragliding around. This, as you can see, is directly linked to our available stamina, and we really don't want to be running out of stamina if we're too high in the air, because we'll just fall and die. That's kind of how that works. But anyway, we are now in the Hyrule Kingdom, which is a completely different level section. Well, not really level section. Why am I saying level section like it's Four Swords Adventures? No, it is a different map section. There you go. Or world section. When I say level, it kind of implies something more akin to that of A Link to the Past Four Swords, or whatever. I was going to say Four Swords Adventures. Well, I was going to say A Link to the Past generally, but anyway. It is just Four Swords Adventures. Different game, Doom Link, different game. I believe that A Link to the Past Four Swords is quite different to that of Four Swords Adventures, so... I'm seeing some wild horses in the distance over there. And you see, this entire section here is not really somewhere we want to be going. We want to be heading in this direction over here. But you know what we'll do? Just to keep things a little bit more enjoyable for me, I will continue heading in this direction over here until I more or less line up directly with that Impa objective in Kakariko Village. As in, I can just go straight east, like true east, and I'll just be in line for that. And that's pretty much how I'm going to work it. Just going to go and head through here, and see if there is anything of interest hanging around in this general area. How are we going for time? I will probably want to be finishing this up soon. I'm not going to be doing long recordings like I was before. Of course, as you probably noticed in the previous videos, I was kind of fading out the videos and fading them back in. Not doing that anymore. I'm going to keep track of the time, and I'm going to be ending the videos officially and properly. I'm going to try and aim this here. Of course, I was accidentally attempting to... I like how the bow broke at that point. Alrighty. I was actually trying to use the gyroscope feature using the Wii U Pro Controller. That's a little bit of a negative aspect to going from the gamepad to the Wii U Pro Controller. You start trying to use the Wii U game controller as if it has a gyroscope feature, but it does not, of course. So, you know, you find out pretty quickly. So if there's ever a time when I'm just pulling out a bow and I'm just standing there doing nothing, that's probably what I'm doing. I'm trying to move my Wii U Pro Controller, but anyway. I don't necessarily know why I decided to... Ooh, that's not good at all. I'm losing a lot of health here. I might... what do I have a lot of here? That suppose... I don't really have a lot of stuff to heal myself in general, so I'll just have these. Now, I suppose generally I am pretty underleveled for this area, so what I'm going to do is promptly get the fuck out of here. Because these guys have weapons that are just going to beat the shit out of me, so... Now what I could do, I could alternatively knock this out of your hand, or I could not do that, because you see, I went to target, but you see, I was facing in the wrong direction, so it didn't target him immediately, so yeah. I ended up attacking in the wrong direction, and he just killed me, so that kinda sucked. One good thing here is that, I mean, I have personally been playing a lot of Skyrim on the PC lately, and one thing I've found in Skyrim that sometimes, you know, if you don't manually save, you can just go so far back in the past, like 20 minutes back, and it can be really, really upsetting. But as you can see here, oh, here we go, we're getting a shitload of side quests here for some reason. These are related to the DLC, I believe. So these are EX treasures, and these are basically, I mean, I don't know why we're getting side quests for the treasures themselves, but these are treasure chests that are positioned around the world that we can find and open. And I have actually opened a few, but funnily enough, I don't think I did that in the previous videos. I'm not too sure. I may or may not have done that. Did I get... Hold on. Guys, did I get this in the previous videos? Because I don't know, to be honest with you. But anyway. I kind of wanted to hit the weapons out of these blue guys' hands simply because they would be good weapons, but I'm going to be coming across some moblins soon. Now, the deal with the moblins is, quite frankly, that... Hold on. Oh, those are the blue guys over there. I was thinking these guys are no longer blue, but in actuality there are both red and blue guys hanging around. But yeah, what was I saying? Shit, I was saying something before, but I don't want to get hit by you. Oh shit, let's get out of here. I'm just getting annihilated at this stage. Just a tiny little hit from these guys and I'm just getting completely destroyed. But anyway, I think what I was trying to say before at the very least was that the autosave feature in this game is really good, so I'm definitely happy with that. You're seeing another autosave there, and it's completely not invasive at all. It's just there, and it's doing it, and when you die, unexpectedly, you're going to really be appreciative of that save feature, because it just, you know, it saves pretty much every minute or so, something like that. My claymore is damaged, regrettably. There was something bouncing around. I got the triple question mark thing there, which indicates the fact that there is an item that I have not picked up before that is hanging around. Might as well kill this boar, he's already seen me. Went to go throw my claymore. Wasn't really what I wanted to be doing, but yeah, there is actually a collection of moblins hanging around in this general area, so I will actually be able to get some pretty decent weapons from them soon. So I don't really need to worry about putting myself in harm's way, trying to knock the weapons out of the blue moblins' hands, because honestly, as you could see, it's like pretty much a minimum 1.5 hearts of damage per hit with those guys, and that's just not good at all. But I'm seeing a tower over that way. That's a good point. I do need to go to the tower first and foremost, so we will aim for that. Pretty much whenever you enter a new section, you need to be aiming for the tall towers. You see, we already have actually gone to the tall tower on the plateau. You can see that whole raised area. that is indeed the plateau, and you can see that the tower is already blue. Anything that is blue indicates that you've already been there. That's pretty much how you treat that. It's the same with the shrines, it's the same with the towers. It means you've already been there if they're blue. At least I believe so. I don't know if there are any alternatives to that, but an alternative isn't the word. Exception is what I'm trying to say. I'm going to get these Hyrule Bass because they are very good for health. 1 full heart of health. That's what I get. Oh, what the hell? Stone Talus? Is this a boss? Oh god, not these things. I really don't like these things. I have not had too much experience with them, to be honest with you. Oh my god, that's not good. That's going to hurt. I haven't had too much experience with them. I have not successfully killed one before. But, yeah, I don't really know how to kill them. Seriously. So, yeah, anyway, I really should be aiming to end the video momentarily. That is what I'm going to be doing. So, yeah, I thank you for watching, everyone. I'm just going to end the... Oh, may as well go pick up this fish. Stop doing that. That's not very nice at all. I'm going to go and eat these apples. Going to have all 3 of them. Hopefully this fish doesn't end up back in the water. I really want you, fish. You Hyrule Bass, you. Oh, never mind. It's a hearty bass, which is even better. 2 hearts. And there's an Octorok in there who's also attacking me. And he's got good aim, as you can tell. But anyway, hopefully I have enough stamina to get back on the shore, which I do. Of course, if you run out of stamina in the water, you will drown. And you will lose, I think, maybe half a heart or a full heart of health. But you'll just be teleported back to the water's edge, which is one benefit. Seeing some stuff on the ground. Acorn. 1/4 of a heart, which is better than nothing, but still not very impressive. Anyway, thank you for watching, everyone. This has been me, Doomlink. It has also been the 11th part of my Let's Play. And I'll see you guys next time. I'm not going to record any more for today. This is just to kind of get this out of my system. I just really wanted to play the game again. And yeah, that's kind of how it works. So I will see you guys in part 12. Hope you enjoyed so far, and I will catch you all later. Bye-bye.